Hello everyone at YouTube.com, this is Legendbound here. I'm back to you guys once again for another League of Legends Champion Spotlight. And right here we have Ekko, the boy who broke time, I think? Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, so I'm just going to do a little quick overview right here and a little bit of what I think about the champion. For starters, his Q, perfect poke in lane, calls out, starts to proc his passive, comes back once again, preps all the minions for your third strike on your passive, and kind of OP. Alright, anyway, so his passive right here, think of it like Nars. It builds up one of those little rings, or like Vayne's E passive. Or, I think it's Nars W passive. Anyway, so it kind of like builds up a strike right here, a little ring around an opponent. Each time you hit him, on the third strike, does a whole bunch more damage. You know, pretty straightforward stuff. Alright, that's it. For the passive. Timewinder, oh, it also adds a passive, increasing buff. Nope, never mind. That's one of these abilities. Okay, yeah, so every third strike, slows on the third strike for 2.5 seconds. Yeah, that's it for the passive. Right here we have the Q, throws a device that deals a little bit of damage. Now the AP ratios on this guy aren't that fantastic, but his ultimate is actually, for the healing portion of the ultimate, the ratios are actually really good. So we'll go over this right here. So essentially you throw the device out, once it hits the end, or champion expands, and then comes back. Each time it touches an opponent, it adds one of those stacks that would be part of your 3 stacks to proc your passive right here. So you can see right here, boom, boom. But if I were just to send this through a mini wave right here, we proc all that, and they all come back, boom. This is like perfect lane poke that's very safe. This is his most costly spell, so to speak. So while this is his most detrimental to his mana pool, it is still quite effective. Right here, his W. Oh, this is the passive buff to his basic attack, or the second one, I suppose. You know, when enemies are, including champions, are under 30%, you deal more damage based on AP and plus that 4%. Max 400 damage. So right here, we'll go ahead and activate this. This creates a little clone guy. He starts a little field hit right here. Now this slows opponents that are in it right now. But if you walk through, the thing explodes, gives you a shield, and stuns all the opponents, including minions, within. So that's actually a really cool ability. The only issue is that you can kind of see it from anywhere, and it's slow as all get out. Look, it's like boop, and then boom, walk in, stun, and shield, but you can see it coming. Like, you can really see it coming. Now, I'm not sure what the other perspective looks like if you set this guy up in the bush, and then they can't see outside. I don't know how that whole thing is going to work. But that is his W parallel convergence. So right here, next we have his E. It's like a short dash, but then builds into his next basic attack, being a ranged attack. Now, unfortunately, I did end up missing the timing there on that one, because it's too far away. But his next basic attack deals extra damage and teleports him to his target. So right here we see it's up again. So let's say you're in a firefight with someone, you're backing away, it's like it's time to go back in. Boom! Right there. Extra damage as well as that hit. He's actually going to be I could actually see Ekko being a mid laner, a very strong one at that. Now, you've probably been seeing this little guy following me around over here. This guy is 4 seconds behind, and you know, it is the PvE, so he's a little bit laggy and whatnot, but I'm sure everything will get inked, bug splatted out. Right here, we can look at his Chronoblast. Makes Ekko invulnerable and untargetable, teleports him back to wherever he was 4 seconds ago, so right there with where this guy is. This also heals him, and this healing ratio is heals him for 100 plus 20%, and then plus 4% based on your AP, you know, how that increases and everything. So we're just going to make ourselves walk across the map while I explain this. And it restores plus 4% of the damage taken over the last 4 seconds. So you want to use this right after you've gotten out of fight. This also deals damage wherever he ends up warping. So when I warp right here, it deals AoE damage. So you can warp back into the fight with restored health. So right here, we'll go ahead and activate this ability. So it's like, boom. And you warp back, increased health, and damage done in an AoE field. That is the essentials to Ekko. That's his entire kit. And I'm actually really loving how this guy looks. He's, I like his animations. Everything looks all crisp on him. We'll throw this out right here. We'll E over here. Boom. 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 He has increased damage because all of his, like, on-hit procs that happen every once in a while when the enemy is at low health or on that third strike, is a lot of damage to be taken. So even though this guy is mage, you gotta be careful because he can still do some serious damage up front. And I actually think it's a very, very nice balance that they've kind of created. It's a mage champion that can stick around in the fight. He can come back in for some extra damage after he's already left, with restored health to add to his outplay potential. He has a dodge as well as a roll, so kind of like Lucian, but it makes his next big attack warp into his opponent, which is really cool. And that's it. This, guys, is Ekko. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Legend Bound here. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and peace out, everybody.